I'm gonna head over to SendGrid. There it is. And I'm gonna come in here and it says before sending your first email, you'll need to create a sender identity. So let's go ahead and create the sender identity. Okay, thanks for that. Set me up. Redirect. Okay, it's gonna ask me to log in again. Let's do that. I think this is the one I logged in with before because it still has not registered my other email address. Okay. I need to enter in my two-factor authentication code, which I will do at this exact moment. Once I look it up, let me find you. There you are. Okay. Amazing. Thank you for working. Sort of. And now, let me create a sender identity. Fantastic. So you're going to go here, click on that sender identity, and it's going to ask you to fill out some information here. So I'm going to say from name, which is the name you're sending it from, and I'm just going to put Jeff Astor, which is my name, from email address, which I'm going to actually use the one that I registered this account with, which is simontech.huskies@gmail.com, which is my old teaching email. It's what I used when I was teaching high school. And reply to, which, oh yeah, by the way, like it says it's not recommended because these will often get set up. They'll get basically, if you want to read more about this, it's kind of interesting, but this email address, since it's at gmail.com, a lot of times it'll get flagged as spam. Just know that. Reply to, I don't actually know what you put here. Let's see, simontech.huskies, I think, same thing. I actually don't know what this is, but I'm going to fill it out anyway. Company address is, I'm going to fill out this information, and then I'm going to click create. I'm not going to enter that in this video because that would be silly, but you should enter in whatever company address or your address or nickname or whatever you put there. I'm just going to put RMS. And so once you have clicked and entered in all information, you should see the senders from, reply, address. I probably should have put no reply there, but whatever, that's fine. Address, nickname, whether or not it's verified yet. I've created a sender, so I'll want to check my inbox to verify my sender identity, which is the next thing I'm going. Now, when you do verify the sender identity, you will see something like this, a page like this, and you'll notice that in the URL, they have a verify $token equals, and that token is very similar to the one that we are using to verify or do password resets. And you'll see that we now have a sender identity that's been successfully verified, and we should at this point be able to send email addresses from the verified sender identity that we have just created. So doing that, we can then head here, come in here, and let's try this out. Let's replace this ratemysetup@gmail.com with the one that I verified, which is simontech.huskies@gmail.com. And let's try that out. Let's go ahead and save this. And let's start this up so that it's npm start. Hopefully that still works. We probably have to change our tests, by the way, to support these new email addresses. And eventually we'll probably want to pull all of this stuff from config anyway in our tests here. Email tests. So instead of it testing this directly, let's pull it from config, stuff like that. But for the moment, we'll keep it as it is. And then in our front end, we will also want to start this up. And when it's started up, let's go in here and let's sign up with a new account. I'm going to enter an email that I know exists, which is rate.mysetup.app@gmail.com, which I created earlier but didn't work because SendGrid refused to set me up, but that's fine. Won't worry about that. Rate my setup. Password is password. And let's create that account. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and log out and let's check to see if we can then log in and check to see if we reset our password. We're enter a valid email, which is ratemysetup@gmail.com. Let's hope that works. Cool. And now what we should do is we should be able to go to our Gmail account and make sure that this went through and it sent the email. Okay, we don't see that error here, which means before where we did see that error that it couldn't send the email, hopefully now it should have been able to because we verified the sender identity. And when I go to that Gmail account, which I set up here, I see this email that says reset password notification from simontech.huskies@gmail.com, and it says click the link below to finish the password reset process. Oh, and I see I have an error there. Cool. That's good to know. The token that I set up in the URL is incorrect. So it's using that object. That's actually a really nice way to verify that we have something wrong here. So let's go back and actually finish that up and change it so that it does actually work, which means that in this construct password reset URL, we need to actually say this is the reset token, and we just want to say reset token dot token, like so. And now, hopefully, if we do that again, if we come back here, and let's try that one more time, enter a valid email, rate.mysetup.app@gmail.com, recover account. Hopefully it sends it again. Let's see. I still see no errors here. That's good. And we'll come back here. We'll check it out. Go back to my inbox. Let's refresh you again. And there we go. And it takes us to this token. Cool. That looks like it's working. So we go to that link. And then if we reset our password to fancy password, hopefully this still works. If I save this password, okay, now I log in with rate.mysetup@gmail.com, and I use fancy password instead. And just like magic, I'm now able to log in, and we have a fully functioning external service sending password reset emails. Now, the question is, did it send that confirmation? Oh, it did. Amazing. So it also says, hey, by the way, your rate my setup password has been reset successfully. Here's a notification. If you did not reset your password, contact support immediately. And we've done it. Congratulations. We now have a fully functional system set up, ready to go, integrating an external service and allowing users to reset their password in a Node and Express application. This is amazing, and getting this far is like really doing an excellent job in preparing a production-grade application for deployment and handling everything that end users would expect from real live deployed application on the internet. I think if you really want to get fancy with it, you can go in and also do some account verification, like we did with SendGrid when they asked us to identify or verify that email belonged to us. But for the time being, we have something amazing. So congratulations, good luck, I'll see you next time.